Hi, welcome back to Second Act Simplified. This show is for women in midlife who know there's more ahead and want a grounded way to figure it out without blowing up their life. We've spent the last few weeks talking about what's shifting and understanding the season you're in. Once you reach that point, a new feeling shows up, and that's uncertainty. Our episode today is going to talk about confidence, the steady kind that comes from trusting yourself again. Once you've been on a long plateau, confidence doesn't disappear all at once, but it's been eroding slowly over time. This happens because maybe you've stayed in a season or a situation that doesn't fit anymore, or you've been making decisions because you feel like you have to, or you repeat the same things over and over again because they're familiar and they're comfortable, and stepping out of your comfort zone is pretty hard. But over time, you really just stop trusting your instincts because you haven't been using them. So we need to reconnect with our inner decision-making muscle. Part two here is our plateau problem. The plateau happens because we've taken a pause and we're not really getting feedback. And honestly, we're probably not trying to get a lot of feedback. We've been doing things to stay stable. We're not moving the needle. Nothing's really changed for a long time. What people do is they tend to do something really drastic so that they have instant momentum, but that is usually not sustainable. We want real changes that are lasting, and that comes from smaller steps. We want to focus today on making a decision that allows you to follow through and take baby steps, even small ones. Honestly, sometimes those small steps are the steps that trigger momentum and big change. Some things, as an example, is just saying no when you would normally say yes, or making time for something that's a priority or now energizes you, or choosing some downtime and rest without explaining it or having to say sorry. Taking one step will make you feel comfortable in taking that next bigger step. Every time you align with a decision and you're not fighting it, you will start to trust yourself again and build momentum. Strong doesn't mean you're all in and you feel 100% confident. Strong is really being honest with yourself, being consistent, and growing. Choosing the right next step, not taking the full staircase. Keep in touch with yourself. Make the small changes so that you can build on them and make bigger changes. This is where the Second Act Pathfinder really fits in beautifully. You've already identified what's shifting, what drains you, what support do you need, and now what are some small steps to honor those decisions? If you've already taken the Second Act Pathfinder and walked through it, revisit it and look at those responses and choose a small step that aligns with what you already know. If you haven't signed up for the free Second Act Pathfinder, please do that. It helps you walk through your next steps. This is for women in midlife who know that they want to make some kind of pivot. Maybe it's a career change, side hustle, new hobby, or just something new that you're looking into. If January is about anything, it's rebuilding trust in yourself through consistency. So again, revisit the Second Act Pathfinder, choose one small step, and let that be enough for now. If this episode resonated with you, make sure you're subscribed to Second Act Simplified. Please consider leaving a quick review. Share it with somebody who's standing in the same place that you are. Thanks so much and talk to you next week.